Welcome back to AM Northwest. If you have a laundry or cleaning question, our next guest has all the answers. And just in time for spring cleaning season, we welcome back the author of Laundry Love and House Love, our friend Patric Richardson. How you doing? I hear you're stuck. You lost your flight.
Well, yeah, I missed my flight. It was canceled, so I was supposed to go back to Minnesota last night and come to you from my store like I always do, but we had a tiny blizzard there. So I'm coming to you from the laundry room in my hotel in Wilmington, Delaware.
I love it. First off, though, before we get to questions, I just have to tell you, thank you so much. You helped us with a dryer question, which was our clothes weren't getting dry in the first cycle, and we were still getting a lot of, like, I thought it was dog hair, because, you know, we have a few dogs and a cat, and I thought, why does this keep happening? And you said to clean out the vent, not the lint screen, but the actual vent into the wall. And boy, were you right. I mean, we have a shop vac full of that stuff because the tube that goes out the door is really long, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
And when we were cleaning it out, neighbors came by and said, "Oh, what are you doing?" We told them, and they said, "Oh yeah, we do that every year." And I thought, nobody told us that before. Anyway, and it saved us from a fire probably as well.
Yep, absolutely. And it made it just easier, you know, and laundry's fun, but you don't want to do it longer than you have to.
No. And laundry is not fun, but I love you that you love laundry so much. Okay, here's a question for you from Jackie. How often should we clean our winter coats, and do wool and puffer coats get cleaned the same way?
So you should clean them at least once a season. I mean, if you live in Minnesota and you get a late, March blizzard, you might have to do them twice. But wool coats, you just put in a mesh bag and put in the washing machine. Puffer coats, you wash the same way. But the wool coat, you're just going to hang up. The puffer coat, you're going to hang it up and let it dry. And once it's dry, you're going to put it in the dryer for 15 minutes on air fluff, so no heat, with 3 tennis balls. Because what you want to do is you want to beat the loft back into the down. It sort of compresses down in the washer, and that'll make it puffy, which will make it warm.
Oh, great idea. Great idea. All right, this is from Jeff. How do you get rid of stubborn yellow armpit stains, especially on white T-shirts?
My most common question. You put your oily soap on it, so your stain solution. You spread it on, because it's thick. You sprinkle your oxygen bleach on top, and it's like a powder. So you sprinkle your oxygen bleach on, you rub it in, you let it rest like 2 hours or 2.5 hours, and then run your hottest tap water straight through it. And that gets rid of the stain. But once the stain is gone, from that point on, every time that you go to put something in the washer, you use vinegar and water, 50 vinegar, 50 water, and spray it wherever you get the stain, be it the arms, under the arms, and the collar or the cuffs. Just spray it, and you won't have the stain again.
Great. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, from Liz. She says, I keep hearing about house burping. This is a new one for me. Letting fresh air into your home. But how do we do that exactly? I'm especially interested in knowing how long to keep the windows and doors open, because it can get cold in the winter.
Tell me, but I do this all winter long. You want to do it at least like 5 to 10 minutes. You don't have to do it a really long time, but make sure that you open enough doors and windows that you get that draft moving all the way through your house. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to get rid of like the stale air, the cleaning chemicals, that sort of thing. But, it used to be not such a big thing, but because builders have gotten so good at building houses, they're so airtight that air doesn't really move through. And you want to just get that stale air out, bring in some fresh air, and it will lift your mood immediately. And it'll make your house a little fresher. Plus, we actually sometimes build up condensation, and it'll release all of that too. So it's really a great thing. Since I've started talking about it, I found out that in Germany, it's actually in your lease that you have to do it. If you lease an apartment, you have to do it in the winter.
Well, I can see that, because then odors kind of stick into the walls, right? I mean, if you don't do that.
Yeah. It just freshens everything up. I mean, it's a huge refresh for 5 or 10 minutes worth of work.
Oh, that's great. Okay, from Becky, do you have a tip for cleaning lampshades? The dust can really settle into the crevices.
The dust can totally settle into the crevices. So for that, you vacuum them. And you can also brush them with like a paintbrush. But then sometimes what you'll notice is after you do all of that, you'll have little brown spots on them.
Yeah.
Just put some rubbing alcohol on a towel and rub those spots away. The rubbing alcohol almost works like a cleaning fluid, but it dries without a ring. So you can do it and it'll completely sort of just disappear.
With the rubbing alcohol. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is from Jason. If you could pick 1,000 items, do you think you could get, let's see, you could, if you could pick one household item, do you think you think gets ignored in general cleaning? What is it? How do we clean it? And how often should we clean it? So one household item that you think gets ignored in general cleaning, what is it?
Mm-hmm. I know it right off the bat. It's switch plates. It's the switch plates for your light switches. People don't clean them. And I actually was reading about this not that long ago. And somebody said that she went into a house and they look like smoker's teeth. And I think that's the perfect description. They're disgusting. So what you want to do is you want to spray rubbing alcohol on a towel. Don't spray directly onto the light switch or the outlet because, of course, it's electricity, right?
Yeah.
Spray it on a towel and then wipe them down. You'll be amazed if you don't do this very often how dirty they get. Like the towel will be disgusting. It's also antibacterial. And think about it, you touch them all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, you know, if it's the bathroom light or it's the hallway light, you should do this once a month, every 6 weeks. If it's you have one of those living rooms that you don't go into, you could do this every 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
But, you know, you should do it more often than you think. But just spray some rubbing alcohol and wipe it down and you're good to go.
That's awesome. Oh, Patrick, we want to tell everyone, if you have a cleaning or a laundry question for Patrick, just send us a note to amnw@katu.com with the subject line, question for Patrick. And if you can send a picture too, we'd really appreciate that. Patrick, thank you so much, and I hope you get out of there soon.
Thanks. Yeah, next time I'll be doing this back from my store, and all will be right with the world.
Okay. All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.